Serenity's attempts to settle the property dispute with her paternal grandparents are shown in chapter 1220, which also describes the fallout. After Sean's visit, Serenity tells Jasmine about the Hunt family. She expresses relief that the DNA analysis settled the argument and established her biological relationship with her grandparents. In order to avoid any miscommunication, Serenity chooses to tell Zachary about her experience with Sean. Serenity is joined by Jasmine, who brings a platter of seedless grapes Sean had purchased, bringing a touch of sweetness. Jasmine questions Serenity if she acquired her grandparents' piece of land, since she is curious about the settlement. In support of this, Serenity explains that the other option would have been for her grandparents to purchase their portion, which they were unable to do. Although Serenity's grandparents will continue to reside there, their offspring will help by covering the cost of their rent and utilities. In order to defend her choice, Serenity points out that in rural places, families generally care for their elderly parents by providing financial support or by sharing housing. She requested compensation because she didn't want her family to be exploited. Even though she is not in need of the money, she did not want to let her family fall victim to exploitation. Jasmine acknowledges Serenity's righteous actions and calls attention to the greedy nature of her grandparents, who only thought about themselves. In addition, Serenity explains that her grandfather was upset because John, who was his favorite, insisted he had no obligation to care for their grandfather in his old age. Serenity feels for her parents who, despite their filial and maternal tendencies toward them, were subjected to abuse and bullying because of it. Considering John's previous high pay and the fact that he was fired as a result of Elisa's activities, Jasmine makes the remark that he deserved the repercussions. According to Serenity, her grandfather was offended by his sons' and grandkids' attitudes. Therefore, he swiftly agreed to the suggested remedy. Her grandfather had at first battled for John's sake, but he had been greatly hurt by his son's lack of filial piety and respect. As soon as the problem with the house was fixed, Serenity experienced a sense of closure.